If you're looking to make some easy, fast money from your current account, then this month's roundup, September 2021, is a goodie because there are 2 brand new bank switching bonuses for you to take advantage of. I'll tell you about those in a second. Plus, as ever, I'll take you through the best reward current accounts, 0% overdraft current accounts, overseas spending current accounts. You know the usual drill. I'll go to those ones at the end, plus my top 3 current accounts for this month. But let's kick off with those bank switching offers. The first one is something, I'm a money geek. You guys know that. I get excited about these things, but I'm particularly excited about this one from Nationwide Building Society because this is the first time essentially that they've done something like this. They used to offer a refer a friend scheme, which you could get 100 quid. In fact, the person referring could get 100 quid as well, which is quite nice if you did switch over. But if you didn't know someone with a Nationwide account, then you possibly couldn't take advantage of that, okay? So this is open to everyone. Now, you can get either £100 if you are a new Nationwide customer, or if you're already a Nationwide member, I should say. Because they're a building society and a mutual, they call customers members, right? So if you see that wording, there's no charge for that. You're just basically a customer. They call it a member. If you're already with them, if you have a savings account, a current account, or a mortgage, that's how you qualify, then you'll get £125 for switching. Not only that, the existing customers don't even have to open a new account. They can switch into an existing account. So this is how it works. If you don't currently have a current account, you have to open up a new one. It has to be one of 3 different current accounts. It is either their flex account, their bog standard, usual account, no frills, nothing to be excited about, but it does what you want a bank account to do, a current account to do. Next up is the flex direct account. Now I've got a whole video on this you might want to check out. This is a pretty decent account, not as good as it used to be. It offers savings, one of the best interest rates on savings, but only on £1.5 and only for 12 months. So I'm not so keen on this as an account anymore for savings, but it does give a 0% overdraft for 12 months. So if you have an overdraft that you need to try and get rid of, this is a really, really good account. It's one of the best ones out there. Or the final option is the Flex Plus account. And this one comes with a £13 monthly fee. In return, you get travel insurance, breakdown cover, mobile phone insurance, things like that. Now, if you need those things and you're already paying for them separately, that 13 quid is actually pretty decent for value. But for most of us, I don't think we need them, particularly as we're not really traveling too much right now. So I would actually, of those 3 different accounts, unless you need those insurance products or you need the overdraft, the 0% overdraft, and haven't had that account before, that's important as well, I would go for the Flex account. Open up one of these, or potentially you've already got one that you switch into, and see how you feel about it. If you like it, if you want to use it more, then maybe you can consider the other accounts. But just in terms of getting this bonus, open up that Flex account and to get the cash. Now, it's not just as simple as opening up the account or having an existing account and switching an external account into it. You have to have 2 active direct debits on that old current account. Now, Nationwide says an active direct debit is a direct debit that has come out of your previous account within the last month. So if you've got ones which are annual direct debits on those accounts, that won't matter, that won't count. If you've got one that hasn't paid for a long time or you don't have any on there, you need to get them and the money needs to come out before the switch takes place. Now, when you go through the switching process, so you applied for your new account or you've gone to your existing account to do this, you've got 30 days, according to Nationwide, for starting the switch process and the switch happening to qualify for that switching bonus. So you need to make sure if you are setting up direct debits on that old account that they come out of your account within that time frame. So you might want to choose a date which is slightly further away, takes a bit more time, so you've got a bit of while for those direct debits to activate. Now, if you're looking for ones, don't worry, I've got a whole video taking you through some cheap direct debits, some quick direct debits, ones that you can set up in not much time at all that won't even cost you any money because it's your own money that you're sending to different places. So check out that video, get them on your old account if you need them, and then start the switch process. Now, it's actually possible to get this offer twice. You get it once per person. So again, into your existing Nationwide account if you've got one of those 3, or into a new one if you set it up. That's once solo account. You can't get it more than once for an individual account. But you can also get it again for a joint account. Now, you can only get it once again for a joint account. So only you can get it if you apply for it. Whoever you've got the joint account with, you have to split the cash with them because they won't be able to get that second £100, 125 quid in that account. But they can have their own one as well. If you're a couple then and you're already existing Nationwide members, that's 375 quid that you can get from these switches. So definitely well worth looking at. Again, I've got more details, all the different terms and conditions over on the website. So do make sure you read that. I will link to that below. Now, there's one last thing to talk about with this Nationwide switch, because I had a couple of readers get in touch with me after they first read about this. They took advantage of it straight away and they've had their money come through already. They should have got 125 quid as existing Nationwide members, but they only got £100. So they gave me their account details and I shared those with the Nationwide press office to investigate, see what happened. As it turns out, there was a glitch early on that meant some people didn't get the full 125, they just got 100 quid. That apparently has been rectified, so you'll get the money if you're eligible for it right now. And Nationwide will be getting in touch, they say, with anyone who missed out on that extra 25 quid. Hopefully that'll all be sorted. But I would say if you feel you haven't got the full amount, get in touch with Nationwide and maybe speed up that process to make sure you get the full amount of cash. Now, the other new bank switching bonus to tell you about is from Lloyds Bank. This started just last week, and this one we actually know when it will end, 19th of October 2021. So you've got just over a month to take advantage of this. That is the last date when you can both open the account and start the switch process. Now, this is 100 quid, and again, this is one that new and existing Lloyds customers can take advantage of. There are only 2 accounts that are eligible for this, the Club Lloyds current account and the Club Lloyds Platinum current account. I would ignore that Club Lloyds Platinum account unless you've already got one. Ignore it completely. It's the same packaged account with insurances, but it's a lot more expensive than that Nationwide option. So let's just ignore that. Let's focus on the standard Club Lloyds current account. I'm a fan of this one. I am going to do a full review of it very, very soon. But you basically get for this account, you get some freebies such as cinema tickets or movie rentals or magazine subscription. Plus, if you have a couple of direct debits coming out of that account, you can get interest, a decent amount of interest on some savings. It's not the best one, but it's not a bad one to have. Now, there is a fee that comes with this account, £3 every single month, but you can easily avoid that if you pay £1,500 into that account every single month. It doesn't even have to be in one go. It could be 3 lots of 500 if you want, 2 lots of 750, any combination you want. Put it in, take it out, put it in, take it out. It can be the same amount of money cycled around. So that's the account that you have to open. So if you are new to Lloyds, you haven't got an account with them, very simply, you apply for that account. There's no other conditions. You just then switch, again, an external account into the new Club Lloyds account, which closes the old one, but there are no direct debits. There's no money that needs to be sort of put in there. That is fine. You can do that and you can get that money, and you can get that money pretty fast as well. 3 days after you complete the switch. So that could be in as little as 10 days that you've got that money. Now, if you're an existing Club Lloyds customer, then you've got a problem because you can't have more than one Club Lloyds current account. Okay, that's just the rules. You can't have more than one. What you could do is downgrade your Club Lloyds account to a standard classic Lloyds current account. Now, you will obviously lose out on some of the benefits if you're using them at that moment, such as that interest, access to a regular saver. So you need to just keep an eye on those things beforehand. But most of those things, I think they're not going to be too much of an issue in terms of what you're going to get instead. So you downgrade that and then you open up a brand new Club Lloyds current account. I've had confirmation from the Lloyds press office that this is fine. You can do this, okay? So get moving on that. This one has a clock that is ticking. Not to say the Nationwide account won't disappear at any time. It could do. But potentially this Lloyds one, you could open it up, get your money within 10 days. And then, if you want to, switch it again for that Nationwide offer, as long as that one is still going at that time. I would say, though, if you are opening up multiple current accounts, you are going to be credit checked, okay? Even the ones we're talking about again in a minute, every time you open one, other than Monzo and Starling, you will be credit checked. So if you have got something important coming up, a mortgage, or a loan, or you urgently need a balance transfer credit card, then maybe don't go for too many current accounts at once. Got a whole video you can check out looking at how this affects your credit report and your credit score by opening multiple accounts. But for most of you, it won't be an issue if there's nothing big going on and your current credit score is absolutely fine. One last thing to say about this Lloyds switching bonus is you can't get it if you've already had a switching bonus from Lloyds Bank since April 2019. So that essentially means if you've had it in the last couple of years, you won't get it this time. There are still a couple of other bank switching offers available for you right now. There is the Virgin Money M Plus current account, £150 Virgin Experience Days voucher. Not a fan of that. I would wait and see if they change it again, as they already have a couple of times this year. See if a better deal comes along. You can get £200 from Barclays Premium, but this is again a bit convoluted. I've got details of that all over on the website if you want more information on that. Now, before I get on to my roundup of the other top current accounts for September 2021 here in the UK, just want to say, if you want to make sure you hear first about those kind of promos, the Nationwide, the Lloyds ones, anything else that comes along, then make sure you subscribe to my weekly newsletter. Head to becleverwithyourcash.com/subscribe, put your email address in, and every single Thursday, you will get the best of my blog, podcast, and obviously the YouTube channel here, plus a roundup of some top deals. So you will be able to take advantage of them as soon as they are available. So let's run through very, very quickly those other current account options for you if you either can't get or don't want that bank switching bonus, but you do want to change your bank. Now, if you're after interest, high interest, then I would look at the Virgin Money M Plus current account, 2.02% on the first £1,000 you have saved in that account. You can have more than one of these if you wish. I know people who have got more than 10, 12, 15 of them, quite a few different accounts. Remember, every time you open it, you are credit checked, and there are, in a moment, the rewarder current accounts that I'll take you through. If you haven't got them, they might pay out more as the year goes on. But let's talk about those reward accounts. The first one of those is a cashback current account from Santander. The Santander 123 Lite account. This will give you up to 3% back on your household bills. There is a fee with this, which will knock down how much you actually make in cashback. But I think most people are walking away with 40, 50, 60 quid a year. So that's definitely worth getting it as long as you are paying those bills. In terms of other reward accounts, the Club Lloyds account that we mentioned with that switching bonus is pretty decent, but the top one for me is still that Halifax reward current account. You will get £5 cash every single month, or you can have 12 cinema tickets, 24 movie rentals, or things like that. This one does have a few hoops you have to jump through to make sure you are eligible for it and you avoid a fee, but that is all easy to do, and I have got loads more details on that over on the blog. Now, if you're going overseas at all and you don't want to spend some money over there and not get charged for doing it, then avoid most current accounts. The best two are Starling and Virgin Money. The rest of them I probably wouldn't touch. A few of them, like Monzo and Monese, have some sort of caps, so it's fee-free until a certain level, but go for Starling or Virgin Money. Now, if you need an overdraft, if this is something that's important to you, then the best ones are 0%, that Nationwide Flex Direct that I mentioned before. That could potentially be quite a sizable one as well, which is quite useful to help you clear that debt. If you need just a little bit of a buffer every single month, then First Direct offers a 250 quid 0% overdraft. With Lloyds, that Club Lloyds account, it's 50 quid, but that might help you a little bit avoid those charges. If you're likely to need something bigger than that, then they can get really, really expensive. So I would certainly look at different ways to get hold of some money. The top ethical accounts, well, Triodos is still number one here, but you do have to pay that £3 a month fee. Again, you can check out my video on that if you want more information. For more everyday ones that don't cost you anything, then look at any account from Nationwide or look at Starling Bank. Metro and Co-op are still worth considering as well. And finally, if you're just looking for the best possible bank out there for everyday use, particularly if you're happy for it to be on an app, then I would have a look at Starling and Monzo. Again, I've got 4 reviews that you can find here on YouTube for more information. So let's close out with my top 3 current accounts for September 2021. These are the ones I think you should be going for if you're looking to change your bank or open up additional current accounts. At number 3, I'm going to go with Starling, and it's a tie, Starling or Monzo. I think they are both fantastic apps. Your day-to-day banking experience is going to be changed forever if you try out one of these. Number 2, I'm going to say that Club Lloyds current account. Go for that one. You will get some freebies, which are well worth having. Very, very easy to get hold of this, and you'll get that £100 switching bonus as long as you follow those rules I mentioned earlier on. And at number 1, it won't be any surprise for me to tell you, it is a Nationwide Flex account. It's a pretty standard account, but it does fantastically well as a building society in terms of ethics. If that's important to you, it's well worth giving this one a shot. And you get £125 free cash. You can't complain about that. My name is Andy Webb. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, cheers. And here are a couple more videos you might find interesting.